Hi, everybody. Natasha Rosewood. For those of you who don't know me, I am a quantum healer, an inspirer of intuitive intelligence, and an author of 3 published books so far. And if you would like to know about those books, you can go to my website, natasharosewood.com, and learn about also the services I offer on the phone, on Zoom, or Skype. So nobody needs to be alone. Please reach out. And if you want a reading and you can't afford it at this time, just contact me on my email address and maybe we can make an arrangement. Okay? So please don't let money get in the way. Money is just energy as well. So what I like to do, I'm calling this daily thing anecdotal antidotes. And I want it to be like a not the 6 o'clock news. And on this, I'm just going to give you some updates, just little things that have come into my world. I'm sure you've all been bombarded with various bits of information, and we don't know what we can trust and what we can't. But one of them that came to my attention yesterday was the hairdryer thing, that that the coronavirus does not like heat, apparently, maybe, you're not sure. But we do notice that it is less, the numbers are much lower in the tropical countries where there is heat. So it doesn't completely repress it, but it kind of slows it down, I think. So one suggestion was, and I don't know if this is true, I don't think it is, but it made sense to me, if the heat does melt the virus, is to use a hairdryer just gently around the facial area, just to breathe it in. One school of thought says it's not good for you because it destroys the natural bacteria in your nose. The other one says it's going to, if you've got anything going on in your sinus or your nasal cavities, it's going to take it away. So I'm going to leave you to choose for yourself and check into your own intuition, because this is what this time is about, as well as really hearing our own guidance. The other thing I want to say, a lot of people have been panicking in the last few days. Yes, the numbers are increasing, but it's going to, definitely going to reach a peak, which we're not there yet, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, it's a beautiful new beginning when we get to the other side of this. So how you get through this is going to depend on your attitude. And today I'm going to be talking about, are you allowing or are you resisting? So summer is coming, and so that's going to mean it's going to be some relief, I think. That's going to, the warmer temperatures are going to help a little bit. And it's not going to be over too soon, I don't think. So I want to prepare you for how you might end up behaving. If anybody listened to my Facebook Live the other day, where I was talking about being in Libya, and we were isolated, 20 females together in a hotel for 2 to 3 months, and there were no distractions, there were no TV, there was no Netflix, no alcohol, and you know, very few activities. And it was interesting how some of us behaved and some of us didn't. So I thought I would talk about that today. Regina Liang, I think I'm saying that correctly, she suggested that while we're washing our hands for 20 seconds, why don't we pray? I love that idea, Regina. So shout out to you for that. And I'm going to give you a little prayer at the end of this talk. Another client phoned me today, and she's out in PI, and she wants to teach people how to grow vegetables. And I urged her to do a Facebook Live on how we can grow vegetables. So if you have a back garden, fantastic. Get out there, dig up the lawn. Let's plant lots of vegetables, because at least you're getting exercise, fresh air. And I'm not saying that this is going to get to that stage, but you always have a healthy supply of organic vegetables. No, somebody else, Warren Carr, who is a friend of mine from Vancouver, a producer, he suggested that instead of the lottery, which currently totals, I think, the next one, 81 million, that we suggest to the Lottery Corporation that they pool all the lotteries, and then they offer like several weekly lotteries, and we divide all that money into lots of 20,000 or less or more, so that we can help a lot more people. Personally, I love that idea. I don't know what the process is, so if anybody is listening from the Lottery Corporation or somebody who knows what to do, let's get that happening, because that could be a huge relief. And that's the way we can support each other as well. It's a really concrete way supporting each other. Just so you know, these Facebook Lives are going to be on in my blog as well. I'm just adapting the text a little bit and throwing it. So again, go to my website, natasharosewood.com, and just look for the blog. And if you want to just read the text, it's just a couple of pages, but it might just give you the lift that you need for the day. So I've just got Denise on who's joined me. Hi, Denise. Thanks for coming on board. And the other thing I'm going to say again is please stay home. I've been horrified in talking to people and what they're still doing, and I'm going, you're not getting this, you're not getting this. And I see young people on the news saying, oh, well, we're fine, we can go down to the beach. And the beaches have been the worst case of social clustering. And aren't these people afraid that they're going to go home and give it to their parents, their grandparents? And do they really want to be tending to their parents when they have coronavirus because they can't get into a hospital or get a ventilator? I want you to think outside of you and think about what you're picking up in your hands, your hair, your clothes. This is an invisible virus. It's like a fog that you can't see, and you think it's all okay, I can't see anything, so I'm good. It's not. So please, please, please stay home. If we had all done this 6 weeks ago, we wouldn't be dealing with the crisis that we're dealing with now. So think about your consequences, because that's not good karma if you're a spreader, you're an infector. And I know pretty soon, I think Prime Minister is thinking right now of shutting it down because people aren't taking it seriously. And I wonder about that attitude. You know, are you selfish? Are you arrogant? Do you think you're special? The rules don't apply to you. You're living on a different planet. You know, what's going on in your head that you're thinking that this is okay? And every night on the news, we're told to stay home. Why aren't you listening? So I'm begging you, no ferries, transit, nothing public. And if you go out for a walk, make sure you stay 6 feet away from the other people. So as we go through this quarantine time, and you know, we're going to be forced to hunker down, whether we like it or not, very soon. So some of us are home alone, which I'm sure can be very, very frightening. I've had a few people call me just to hear a friendly voice. We could reach out to the people we know that are alone. And if you're home alone too, reach out to me or us, you know, just hear a friendly voice. This is going to be a test of courage, wisdom, and grace. So we're going to have to develop some courage, some guts. And it's not comfortable, it's not easy, but you know, I always think of my father in the Second World War and what he had to deal with, and my whole family at that time. And all we have to do is stay home, sit on the couch. There's plenty of food available, plenty of Netflix available. It's not too hard. It's not too much to ask. If this is the first time in history that we've got this level playing field where no one on this planet is exempt from this. Whether you're still living in a little village and there's nothing going on in your village, we're still watching the economy, the world economy, go into a different state, shall we say. So the thing where we do differ, though, is how we deal with it, in our attitudes and our thinking. So the question is, are you resisting or are you allowing? So I've got 5 different comparisons of people who resist and people who allow, and what the behaviors might be. So number 1 is, if you're resisting, you're kind of in rebellion. You may be telling yourself, I don't have to do what I'm told. I'm different. I still have control of my life, and I'll do what I want. I'm special. The rules don't apply to me. I won't get it because I'm young or I'm old or I'm not here or not there. And I don't care about others anyway. It's out there. Well, newsflash, it's in here now. It's really happening. And the resistors, the people who are doing this stuff and still out there carrying on like nothing's wrong, they're a danger to themselves, but especially to others, And on behalf of the medical profession and the nurses and the doctors and all the frontline people who are risking their lives to save you guys, please respect that and stay home. So that's my little soapbox. Those who are allowing are surrendering to the situation and letting go of control. They know this thing is way bigger than them, way, way bigger. We do not have control over this at all. So we may as well surrender. You're probably managing your own energy by doing what is required of you. You're staying home, washing hands, doing something creative, painting walls. My sister-in-law decided she didn't like her bathroom, so she actually had some art supplies and she turned it into a Tahitian paradise. So now every night she loves to go to her bathroom and wallow in a bubble bath in her Tahitian paradise. So if you don't like reality, change it. Do what you can to change it. Stay in that higher frequency of love, gratitude, and laughter. And those, I know that many people that kind of watch me and talk to me are doing that already. So I'm very proud of you, everybody, because you've got it. You got the message. Number two, when you're resisting the energy, you're going to be much more reactionary. Sorry, I wobbled the table there. You're going to be reacting to somebody who is reacting also. I've had a few phone calls where friends and roommates have been freaking out. Somebody came over and they freaked out at the person that came over, or the roommate that allowed them to come over, or the roommate that went out to get groceries, whatever it was. Just remember when people are freaking out, especially right now, they're not really meaning what they're saying, but they're kind of panicking. It's their way of expressing their panic and kind of even asking for help, for reassurance. So if you're a resistor, you're going to react to that and you're going to yell back and you're going to get rude and abusive. So I'm asking you, please, to be very, very patient. Take a breath and just listen. So the allowers understand this. They know that people are going to react. They're going to have the moments of like absolute panic, terror, anxiety attacks. It's the end of the world kind of thinking. Those people will just go, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and just listen to what this person is saying. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to let them vent. Let them vent. And just by you standing there and staying present with them, holding their eye contact and just looking at them, maybe with a little smile on your face and saying, it's okay, they will calm right down. They will come back to round. So it's like being a good parent. When a child acts out, you're not going to start yelling and screaming, hopefully. Some might. But if you're a good parent, you would listen to that child and say, what's really going on for you? What can I do to support you? How can I make you feel safer or better? So having compassion, if you just do that, then this kind of freak out will just disappear much sooner, and you'll still stay friends or in the same family. Number three, the resistors who are choosing to succumb to fear and then acting on that fear, whether through denial or arrogance and just thinking of the self. People who are hoarding or profiteering, or worse still, those people who are taking advantage of the situation and doing all this scam stuff online. I do not envy you your karma at all, that you're going to have to come back and you're going to have to heal that one. That is not good at all. Whereas the allowers are choosing a higher reality and seeing this as an opportunity. How can I be of service? How can I help my neighbors? They're allowing the situation to unfold and trusting and knowing that this right now it's a higher purpose. It's really actually a very beautiful lesson. Like I said before, Mother Earth is sending us to our rooms for an attitude adjustment. And as soon as we get those messages, we can come out of our rooms. As soon as we get the lesson, we can leave. So focusing on others' well-being not only makes you feel good, that takes you to a higher frequency. And you're also creating good karma, but I'm not suggesting you do that for the good karma. Also takes the focus off your own fears. So again, while you're putting energy on others, you're not thinking of yourself. I do want you to take care of yourself and love yourself through this and not sacrifice yourself for this, but just extend your consciousness a little bit to somebody else who might need something that you have to give more. Number 4, the resistors are afraid and worried that if they don't care for themselves, no one else will. These are normally people who don't feel like they can ask for help or deserve help. And as this quarantine continues, they're probably going to behave irrationally. They might start pacing around the room, shouting, attacking you verbally or even physically, or using drugs or alcohol to self-medicate their stress. So, watch for the warning signs of this and try and calm those people down before they get to that place. I'm going to give you some tools as I do these Facebook Lives to meditate, pray, breathe, do yoga, play some games together, write some love letters to one another, or just sit around your dining room table and say, what I appreciate about you is, and just do the positive and just stay positive while we're kind of clumped together. The allowers will meditate. They will pray and they will do yoga at home. They will inspire and support others, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They will take the opportunity to heal relationships, create whatever, paintings, writing, screenplays. Maybe you can do a little play in your living room with your family members. Do some comedy skits. I'd love to see that. That would be a riot to see that on YouTube or Facebook. Let's keep each other entertained and see the funny side of this as we go through it, because humanity can be very funny when they put their mind to it. Let's connect on a deeper level. The allowers know that we're connected. Nobody is alone. Nobody needs to be alone or feel alone. They know that they're guided and protected by a much higher power, and that when they live in their brighter reality of love, light, and laughter, they are safe. That is their protection. And we can actually have some fun with this. The number 5 and the final one, resistors need to know that by resisting, you're actually making the problem worse. So if you, like the people who are going outside, you're making the problem worse, people, not just for you, but for everybody on the planet, especially the doctors and nurses. So I don't want to get on that bandwagon again, but resisting something that's happening anyway is like trying to hold back the river. It's exhausting, it's futile, and it's not going to do you any good. So you may as well surrender. You may as well just give it up and say, this is bigger than I am. I can't control this, but I can manage me. I can manage me. And that's where you have the area of control, if you want to call it that. What we focus on expands. So no kidding, the mass media has just rammed this stuff down our throat. So maybe step away from the news, just maybe get the numbers and just see what the latest thing is, and then get out of there. Don't sit there and watch the news all day, because that will for sure send you right into panic and terror, and you'll have horrible nightmares at night. You won't get any sleep. So remember, there's a whole band of souls on the planet at this time. They're talking love and light. This is a beautiful thing. All we have to do is stay in that high frequency. We're smack bang in the middle of what we call ascension. The Earth's frequency, electromagnetic frequency, is pushing us up, and all we need to do is allow it and go with it and like float on a cloud and just let it be that. You don't have to do anything except stay safe. So the allowers, if you're allowing this, if you're going with the flow, if you're surrendering to it, and you're just chilling, having fun, enjoying the quiet time, painting your bathroom. I cleaned up my bathroom cupboards the other day. My house has been the cleanest it's ever been, and it feels good to clean. It's like you're cleaning out your soul. So do all that good stuff, and then you will be in the laughter, love, and light, and that will continue to lift you to a higher place. And if you stay focused on that, that's where you're going to be. That's going to be your reality. So when people call me and say, oh, are you stressed? Are you taking a vaccine? I'm going, what? No, I'm actually enjoying this. If people weren't suffering on the outside, I'd be going, I'm loving it. I'm getting a lot done. I'm talking to everybody. I'm writing my books. I'm having phone calls with people I haven't talked to in a long time. So this is all, for me, it's working. It's working. It's a pleasant time. And so I want you to just stay in that place. If you find yourself in that negative place, do a catch and release. So I'd go catch the negative thought or the information, release. Catch, release, and let it go with love. And just stay in that place of love. The shorter one is cancel, cancel, love. Cancel, cancel, love. Just let it go through you, observe what's going on around you, listen to your own intuition, listen to your inner guidance, and know that in that you are safe. You are safe. I want to just finish with a shout out of gratitude to the doctors and nurses, anybody on the front line, police, paramedics, all those people that really are, even people in the grocery stores and the pharmacies around the world who are really putting their lives on the line. So please honor that sacrifice and don't be a spreader. Really, it's such an insult to what their heroic efforts. So please think of them. Finally, I'm going to give you a very short prayer. And this you can do while you're washing your hands. It might be longer than 20 minutes, but oh well. Dear Divine Intelligence and all higher powers, thank you for giving us this experience so that we may reveal the true meaning of love and living on this beautiful earth. Thank you for guiding us in joy, laughter, and compassion for ourselves and each other as we go through this rebirth and we emerge enlightened on the other side. Thank you for protecting all the heroes who are tending to the sick and others who are in need. Please give us the wisdom and the guts to get through this with grace. Amen, so be it, and so it is. So thank you for joining me today. If anybody wants to reach out to do a reading, to offer some great information, this coming Friday, I'll be interviewing Mariana Harangozo, who is owner and operator of the Akashic Ranch. Beautiful spot, and she's got some information that she wants to share. So I'm excited to have her on Friday, and I'll be checking in every day this week and giving you maybe not such a long tip, but just stay sane, people, stay safe, and stay home. Thank you.